I'm Linda Williams, and we're from the Golden Tries.
And I'm Lisa Brunkhorst, and we're in the Oxford Bikewise shop. And this is the OhioRAAM Show.
And my co-host on the show today is a very special person, and your name is?
I'm Jean Terrell McCreery.
And you have here something that says about pilots. Tell me about that.
I was a pilot in World War II. It was an experimental program to see if women could fly airplanes as well as men.
Now tell me, you didn't fly combat, you did other kinds of things. What did you do?
Well, at first we just delivered planes from one place to another. And we flew planes that went to Russia. We flew to Montana, and the Russians came and got them. We flew planes to Newark, New Jersey, and they were shipped then to England. But we didn't fly out of this country. The oldest equipment they had, we got to learn on, so we knew what an airplane could do. We had the same cadet life, with the exception of combat flying. We had lived in barracks. The training period was the same. We graduated. I got my wings from General Hap Arnold in December of 1944, and at that time, with my class capable of flying everything the U.S. military had, there were 1,072 women fully qualified to fly these planes.
Some of you women lost your lives, didn't you?
Yes. 34 women were killed in training, mostly accidental. We had none that we could call pilot error. To go into it is to tell stories that I'd rather not talk about.
So you flew, you women flew all the big stuff as well as...
We flew the B-29, which was the biggest thing that the Air Force had, and the men didn't like it because they said it was a killer aircraft. So Tibbets put a women crew on it, flew it around the bases, and the women stepped off, and what are the guys going to do? How are they going to fly it? And so we did fly it. I saw one of the first jets. Nobody was familiar with jets at that time. And I flew in and out of Tucson, and there were jets there. And they sent one out to take off behind. He was behind me, and they told me to hold my position, which I did. And I watched him take off, and of course he went straight up like jets do. I thought he's going to die. He's going to die. And he just took straight off and left. I was shocked. I didn't know that such a thing as a jet existed. The world was different then. That's all I can tell you.
Yes, it was. And so we want to thank you for what you did. You went unrecognized for a long time, didn't you?
Yes, because we wanted full recognition, and it had to go before Congress. They wanted to take us into the Army. We didn't want to be in the Army. We were fully qualified Air Force, at the time it was the Army Air Corps. And our leader was Jacqueline Cochran and Nancy Love. There were two women. And they wanted their own unit called the WASP as Women Air Force Service Pilots. And Congress voted it down by 2 votes. So, since we were not military at the time, they sent us home. They said, go home. We paid our way home. We paid our way down there. We paid our way home. We trained in Texas like everybody else. If somebody died, they were not allowed to have a military funeral. They were not allowed to have a flag on their casket. Either their parents came and got them, or we took up a collection and sent them home.
Well, that's kind of remarkable, but you did finally get a gold medal. Show it to us here.
Yeah. From Congress in 2010. This is a Congressional Medal of Honor, and they gave them to us in D.C. on March the 10th, 2010.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll.
This is a reduced copy. The big one is at home, and this is one I wear.
Well, what a delightful lady. And we'll be talking to her a little more later on the program. But let's get on to the OhioRAAM Challenge, which is held in Dublin each year. We're very happy to have the time to go over there and record some video of the people who are registering, something about the race itself. It was very cold. It was raining. It was awful weather. But these people fired on ahead just the same. These are part of several RAAM challenges that are held around the nation, 200 and 400-mile races. Coming up in 2016 are going to be the following events. On March 19th, there will be a RAAM challenge in Austin, Texas. On May the 7th, it'll be in Oceanside, California. And on August the 6th in Minneapolis. And then again on September 17th, 2016, they'll be back in Dublin, Ohio. So let's go on to Dublin, Ohio. Hi, Jeff Bruner, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. How are you, David?
Good, good. What are you doing tomorrow, Jeff?
The 400 solo.
Let me get a little closer here. Okay. You doing the 400 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey, I might catch you down in Athens.
Is that where you're going to be?
I'll be down there. Matter of fact, we're staying right on the route, just as across 33.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be watching for you.
Yeah, good. No,
Okay.
been through Athens a couple times.
Got a grandson down there in pre-med.
Yeah?
No, I didn't recognize you.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Why are we doing this, Lee?
Because you're so attractive, that's why.
You didn't even recognize me. How attractive can I be?
Well, you had that hat on and what have you.
Because it's raining, dude.
What's your name again?
Jamie Narragaud.
And you're one of the officials here, right, Jamie?
I am for the 400.
Yeah, very good. Well, glad to see you made it.
Yeah,
Stay dry.
I will.
Well, these other people will or not, that's another question.
Yeah, I was like, I will be in my car. That's good. And then we just need to,
Photo, I hope, right? Not
and
video.
then I need you to fill out this. And
Adam
everybody else who's
Ellenstein,
turned.
right?
Ellenstein,
Where are
yeah.
you from?
Michigan. Birmingham, Michigan, yeah.
And what are you doing tomorrow?
This is
The 400-mile solo.
400 mile. Okay.
Yeah.
Might get wet.
Probably going to get wet. Be a bit windy.
Be a bit windy. No records broken tomorrow, maybe.
Probably not. Wouldn't ask for anything else, though.
Where would we rather be?
That's right.
Okay. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
bet.
Appreciate it.
Ben, where are you from?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And what are you doing tomorrow?
Just doing the 200 actually. This is my first long distance endurance race cycling. I've done Ironman before, but this will be the longest bike ride I've ever done.
Okay, well, it'll be a learning experience.
It will. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully the rain stays away, but I don't think it's going
to. So.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, we've all been there sometime.
Yep.
But you know, the rain isn't so bad, and the cold isn't so bad, but the two together.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
There's no question. He said it's not going to last very long. One of our good friends lives in Worthington, and he's like, yeah, come here. Yeah. And so Jeff's just like, yeah.
I was actually riding
Well, we got to get a shot here of Jamie's new car. Okay. Terry Bork, right?
Right.
And
Impeccable memory.
you're from Ketter?
Actually from Naples, Florida. Originally from Cleveland.
Oh, I don't know. My mind's going.
No, I thought that was pretty
And
good.
what are you doing tomorrow, Terry?
We're doing the 400.
He's going to freeze his buttons off.
400 solo.
Okay.
Yep.
And are you qualified or qualifying for RAAM?
Well, I'm already qualified for RAAM, but this is a great race. We've been involved every year since its
Yeah, I remember seeing
inception.
you here before.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, good luck tomorrow, Terry.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here with Matt Taylor. Where are you from, Matt, again?
I'm originally from Ashland, Ohio, but I live down in Canal, Winchester.
Oh, I've been through there.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow, Matt?
I'm doing the 400 solo.
400? Okay. Going to be a little rough.
It's going to be a little bit wet, I think.
Okay. What, you got any other big race plans in the future you're thinking about?
Well, this is like my inaugural ultra event, so if all goes well with this one, I'm planning on doing like the Silver State 508. Also, the Hoodoo 500 is kind of on my list, and maybe possibly RAAM.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, I hope you do well tomorrow. It's going to be. You probably won't set any records.
No,
not tomorrow.
I'm a chugger.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Lee. Nice.
And your name is?
Greg Bullock.
And where are you from, Greg?
New Egypt, New Jersey.
New Egypt?
New Egypt, yes. Yep.
I never heard of New Egypt.
You probably haven't heard of the Great Adventure theme parks there. Oh, no. So, I'll tell you where New Egypt is, right smack dab in the center of the state. Same distance north, south, east, and west.
Just like Lake Wobegon, Minnesota, huh?
Yes,
it's right there in the center of the state where nobody can find it.
Yeah, exactly.
And what are you doing tomorrow?
At 200.
200.
Yeah.
Okay. And why have you got this jacket on and this hood? And could you explain that to me?
Why? Because it's raining. We're expecting some rain.
You're expecting some rain.
I hope not, but right now we're seeing some rain. You know, forecast said it wasn't. May not. It's less than 50%.
And what's your name?
John Robinson.
John Robinson. Where are you from, John?
You might not,
Carmel, Indiana.
Might not want to be looking tomorrow out the
Carmel.
windshield, as long as the person behind the wheel's looking.
Okay.
I don't know who's driving.
I was through that town many years ago in the Midwest Tandem Rally.
Oh.
When it held in Indianapolis.
Wonderful.
Yeah. What you doing tomorrow, John?
200-mile team. We have two teams from Team Nebo Ridge here,
Okay.
so
Okay.
we're fielding two-man teams to go out for the 200.
Okay, good enough. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Great. Thank you very much.
Or the edge of the roadway, okay? Your lights must be on 24/7. When you leave out of here tomorrow morning, your hazard lights and your driving lights will be on. The amber lights stay on 24/7. Leapfrog and direct follow, okay? Let's talk about weather conditions. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow, right? Yeah. Beautiful riding weather. Tailwind, both directions, right?
Arizona.
So, my recommendation to you, your tail lights for the cyclists must be on 24 hours a day. Leave those on. I would leave your headlights on as well if you have the batteries and the means to recharge them. Visibility is going to be a key concern out there. Stay visible, okay? When you got to pull off the road, you cyclists, 5 feet off the road, okay? Watch the no handoffs out of the cars, okay? At night, tomorrow morning, that cyclist stops, the vehicle stops. The vehicle stops, the cyclist stops, okay? That cyclist has to stay in the headlights no more than 50 feet in front of the vehicle, if not closer. Do not create a gap to where a vehicle passing the support vehicle can jump in front of you.
Leapfrog, no questions on that. Direct follow, 7 to 7. The biggest thing, rules of the road for the riders, stop at stop signs, stop lights, etc. Don't impede traffic. If you are a crewman and you're in the follow vehicle, you have cars lined up, pull over to the side. Make sure your rider stays with you and safe so people aren't cutting the vehicle off and then coming and hitting your rider. Single file. Teams, if you are riding together, you guys can ride together. If you have a 4-person or 2-person team, you guys can ride together, or you guys can take turns, take different pulls, whatever strategy, but you cannot draft. It's a non-drafting race. You cannot draft from other teams.
Okay, we're taking a little break from the program here, and we're talking again to Jean McCreery, who was a WASP, Women's Air Service pilot. And we have a picture of you. It's up on the screen right now. I'll have to ask, Jean, as a young, attractive woman pilot, did that get you a lot of dates?
Well, Not actually. The sign, there's the picture, says women only in this area. Men kept trying to have plane trouble so they could land at our base and look at us, and they kept them out. I think I went the whole first 6 weeks. We didn't leave the base unless somebody went with us or knew where we were going. Once in a while, we got to go to Big Springs, maybe to a dance. And since I fly better than I dance, I didn't have much to do there. And I graduated from high school in 1941. 42, just after the bombing. A year later, 8 of the boys in my class were dead.
Yes.
And I find that terrible. And everybody wanted to be in the military in some form. And there was Life magazine came out with an article about women pilots. I saw it, I said, oh boy, that's what I want to do.
And how old were you when you went into the WASP?
19.
You're 19.
And I can't believe any 19-year-old wouldn't have wanted to do it. We had to, at first the qualifications were too high, and the age was too high. You had to be 25. They stopped dropping the age limit right along. And then at first you had to have 22,000 hours. Then it dropped and dropped and dropped till you had to have a license. Well, I worked at Waco and went to Greenville to learn to fly. My mother didn't want me to do it. My father said if she pays for it herself, she can do it. And I paid for it myself. I got my license at 52 hours, I think, and I applied immediately. But I didn't get down there until May of 44. So I was in the last graduating class, but we got 10 days at Randolph Field as a working pilot. It was wonderful.
Well, thank you, and we'll talk to you a little bit more at the end of the show.
Heading that direction. You're lined up right behind 212. Just drive up and park on the road, right up about where the finish line is.
You ready for a big adventure today?
Hi.
You ready for a big adventure today?
I'm ready to get this over with.
Well, you got the easy job. No, I tell you, this is a hard job.
No, this is a hard job. I've done it.
Have a good day. What's your dog's name?
Cadence.
What?
Cadence.
Okay. You gonna take care of him today, are you? Huh? Okay, good dog.
I looked out of here and went up every road, and at some point right. I went up the top of the hill, then back down, and then coming back in. We are
The problem with Texas, there's no road signs. Really, they're like very sparse. And I'm like,
you're right this year.
Pretty much. Yeah. Watch for the armadillo, the dead one, because they're never alive. And I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. I look back and I'm like, I gotta ride back over that damn thing.
Yeah.
Now you are again?
I am Ben Jack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, number 211.
211.
Yep.
Okay. You're going to be up pretty quick, aren't you?
I don't know. He hasn't called my number yet, but I'm ready whenever he calls it. I actually want to get
your
moving.
Car's going out there now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, have a good day. Be safe.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet.
214, 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of here. Have a great ride. 216, 216. Direction. Okay, got it. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Ride hard, ride safe.
Turning here. That's right.
That was the last of the teams. Now we got the individuals.
Paul, have a good day out there.
Thanks, Lee. You too.
So I'm going to be in a nice warm car.
The lights work, you got a reflective tape, and you're smiling. What more do you need? 20 seconds.
70 degrees and a tailwind. Is that too much?
Well, you got the tailwind for the first mile.
Oh yeah.
10 seconds.
For the first mile, tailwind. Never mind the
Then it gets a little brutal. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ride hard, ride safe. Okay, 407, right?
Yes, sir.
What am I doing here, huh?
Huh?
What am I doing here?
I don't know what either of us are doing here at this point. I mean, I think if I were you, I would be sitting in a library, sipping hot coffee, reading a good book.
Well,
and if I were me, I'd be doing the same.
When you're gone, back at the hotel, they're laying on breakfast.
Oh, breakfast. What is that? I slammed down 3 packets of half-cooked oatmeal without a spoon and a Cliff Bar. I got beef jerky in my pocket. I decided to use the phone right off the bat.
Okay.
So it'll be a great day to go ride 400 miles, and then tomorrow will be also a great day to ride 400 miles, and between the two we'll get it done.
All right.
I'll call you if I need help.
Yeah, we'll do it. Do it.
Ready.
For last time, my heart rate will be under 120 for the rest of the event, so we might as well.
Are you eating already? You haven't even started. Get on your bike.
The last like 12 hours. Great.
You know, it's funny when you get on RAAM, you know, your heart rate's up kind of at the beginning and all that, and it's beating hard going up the hill, but by the time you get to the Mississippi River, you can't get your heart rate over about 80.
To realize that every day is
About 20 seconds.
Just redlined out.
Okay, have you eaten enough? 15 seconds.
out there. Yep.
10. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of here.
He's almost out of here.
You're out of here.
I know. Nope. I'm not out of here. I do not have. What's up?
Let Jeff sneak up there.
Okay, yeah,
Go
just
ahead, move out of the way.
Yep.
slide over a little bit. 45 seconds. Last but not least, the Lantern Rouge at the start.
There you go. All right.
Go ahead. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm running.
Makes it fun to ride. Don't run. Okay, for 30 seconds. You get to pass everybody. That's what makes it more exciting too. You get just. I always think of these people as all having like targets on their back.
Actually, in their flash.
15 seconds.
He doesn't even have the words.
10 seconds.
The wireless makes noises. The iPad makes noises.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ride hard, ride safe. Have a great time. That's it.
go, way to go!
Thank you.
Smile for us. Oh, that's Terry. Hi, Terry.
Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, you got ahead.
How's it going, Paul?
Good. How are you, Lee?
Good. Good. You look better than I do.
Tired though. Got to take a little nap.
You gonna go down for a little while?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, you gotta sleep once in a while.
A little bit, once in a while.
It's all good.
Okay, very good. Well, I won't hold you up.
All right.
Go get your name. What's your name?
Renee,
Renee. How's it going?
it's going good. Now that we're out of the rain, it's going real good.
Old man ruler.
Old man rule meaning Terry's old?
Well, he's older than most.
He's 68.
Yeah. Doing real good.
He's doing good for an old rural guy.
Now your name is?
I'm Sean.
Sean?
Sean, yeah.
Okay. So you're cooking right along, aren't you?
Yeah, we're getting it done.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Terry.
He's doing all right.
Yeah, okay.
Not bad for an old guy,
Thank
right?
you. You know? Hey, us older folks are quite impressed here. You're doing well for us. Older folks? Yeah. We're all over 50. You're older than Paul. All right, well, I'm going to carry the ball for us all. How's that? That's right. You got to do it. All right. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot, Terry.
Appreciate it. Renee just spent, I got to calculate, 17 hours behind the wheel.
On group tape.
That's me.
17 hours. That's taking a heavy toll, isn't it?
It sure is. Calls for Hostess donuts.
Donuts.
Yes.
Donuts.
Frosted devil's food.
That sounds kind of good for me.
Would you like to try one?
No, not right now. I don't want to get goo all over this equipment.
You're a smart man.
Well, that's the story at the OhioRAAM Challenge this year. There are a number of these challenges around the country, and on your screen now you'll see a link to the RAAM Challenge. Anybody can join the 200 and 400 mile race. It's a great way to tip your toe into the idea of ultra cycling. You do need a crew if you're going to do the 400 mile race. You can do the 200 mile race without a crew, but one of the great things about this race, it's almost a mini RAAM where you can have a crew, you have officials who are watching you, and there are rules to go by. It's just really a great way to get yourself into the thing of ultra racing and become acquainted with it. And at that site I have there, you can learn more about the various challenges that are had all over the nation. And if you're watching the show on the website, OhioRAAMshow.com, right below the video here, you'll see a link you can click on, and it'll take you there. But we're still here with Jean McCreery, who was in the WASP, the Women Air Service Pilots.
In World War II.
World War II. And I want to ask you, you told me a little story about the last time you flew.
Well, people say, do I fly anymore? When I came out of the WASP, I got married, and we had 10 children, so I gave up flying.
You had 10 children?
Yeah, and I'm proud of every single one of them. I will go to quite a few reunions. There are less than 120 of us still living. I heard the exact amount, but that was last May, and we die at the rate of 30 to 40 a quarter. They're all in their 90s. I'm 90. I'll be 92 in April, and I was one of the youngest, if not the youngest. So, okay, they asked me about if I've flown since. I wanted to go up in a seaplane. And I had a friend, we go up to Oshkosh to the summer convention, the biggest one in the United States every year in August. And I was watching the seaplane base because that's something I hadn't done. And I said, let's go over and see if we can get us a ride. So there was a guy who had a beautiful little CB, just a lovely plane. And he was a pilot for American Airlines. And he said, sure, come back. He said, right now, and the weather turned bad. Couldn't do it. The next day, we were all packed up to go home. And the phone rang, and they said, if you want to fly, get here right now. And we got there right now. And I go to the plane, and there are 3 people sitting in back, all of them airline pilots. The man that owned the plane was an airline pilot. The only seat left was on the right. And I said, I can't sit there. I said, I don't fly anymore. I said, my license has expired. I said, I haven't flown for years. He said, I'm an instructor. He said, I'll show you twice how to do this, and then you're going to do it. And I said, you're out of your mind. Anyway, we went up, and this is Lake Oshkosh, or Lake Winnebago, just outside Oshkosh in Wisconsin. And it was just a lovely day. And we come pulling around. He made a beautiful landing. I was looking at guys sitting down there fishing, and he did it twice, and they said, now you do it. What are you going to do when somebody tells you, now, you're up against it, you better be able to do it. I made 2 of the best landings I ever made in my life, and all those pilots just shut up. But my line is, if those guys fishing knew who was flying that plane, they'd have walked on water to get out of there.
Okay, well, thank you. And my wife is sitting back here watching this, and I think maybe she's getting a little jealous of me sitting so close to you here. So thank you so much for being with us, Gene. This has been a delight. We have a lot of people who in our audience who are flyers themselves and love to fly, and I know they love to hear from you. We want to thank all of you for watching. As always, we appreciate...
Can I say one more thing?
Sure, okay.
The only time I speak, and I don't do this if I can help it, I want kids to know that you can do anything you want to if you're willing to work hard enough and keep at it, especially girls. A girl can fly a plane. She can do anything, and she can be president, too.
Well, one of the persons watching this is going to be Kristen Barnes, who flew a fighter jet for the United States Navy, and she flew in the Bosnian conflict. She's flown in Iraq and Afghanistan, and she'll be watching and say, here's the girl who started it all. And I want to thank all of you for watching the show. We thank you for those of you who support the show with your shares and your likes. That means a lot. There's information about the show. All the archives of previous shows are on the website, OhioRAAMshow.com. And we thank all of you for being with us, and goodbye. Goodbye, Gene.
Thanks for hearing us.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.